So I woke up in the morning, as I usually do, turn on Squawk Box, see what the pre-market is doing, because I trade a little bit, make a little coin, and look over and there's something about Walmart. It's like, okay, let's see what it is. Oh, Walmart's banning ammunition. What the hell? Oh, handgun ammunition. It's kind of where I was buying my 9mm for. I got a M&P Shield. Okay. Wait, assault weapon ammunition? What the hell's assault weapon ammunition? That's what I was thinking. I'm assuming they mean like AR-15 stuff, or maybe like an SKS or whatnot. So you're looking at, or I'll go with the AR-15. So we're like a 223 round. 5.56. I mean, what's the difference between that and a hunting round? I use that for hunting. A lot of people, especially back east, they use that for deer hunting. We use that for coyotes out west. I mean, what makes that an assault weapon round form of ammunition? That doesn't even make any damn sense. So then I continue watching, just checking the tickers on the bottom. Like, okay, well, I can't remember what the futures are doing right there. Anyway, I was looking, and then they had, I think it's Wilbur Ross. I can't remember. He's some old guy. And then two other dudes on there. I think that old guy, he's like, spews out of his mouth that nobody should own automatic weapons. Automatic weapons are blah, 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 blah. You shouldn't be able to own. And then they're the host there, which I've seen him on other, gun-related topics, and he's... I don't agree with him whatsoever, but he's like, you mean semi-automatic weapons, right? He kept interrupting, you mean semi-automatic weapons, right? There is a difference. I was like, well, at least somebody at least has some inkling of thought, had some basic knowledge, even though he probably doesn't. From other things I've seen him talk about, he doesn't really have a great basis knowledge, but he does have at least that bit of knowledge that there is a difference between semi-auto and automatic weapon. And the gentleman, or I guess call him a gentleman, anyway, he's like, yeah, a semi-auto. Nobody should be able to own a semi-auto. If you want to shoot a semi-auto, you need to go to the range. That's when I just kind of sat down and continued watching, and then immediately the other guy, one of them, spews out, yeah, if you hunt with a semi-auto, it just makes a mess of animals. Doesn't make any sense. You don't need it. I was like, what in the hell? I almost lost my mind, because... it's like we can disagree on things, but when I see stuff like that, it's whoever puts these shows together. It's pure propaganda. There's no way that you could put somebody on there that has that lack of knowledge, even basics. Here, we're gonna have something on guns. We got it in about 2 minutes. Anybody want to just come spew some shit out here? That's what it seems like. There's no, and you think that I have three guests there, or of course there's a panel of people that one would have a varying opinion. Well, no, they didn't. They're all pretty much on the same page. And none of them understood what a semi-automatic weapon was. None of them understood that basic bit of knowledge that makes a semi-automatic weapon a semi-automatic weapon. And they didn't even know that you could use it for hunting. They had we can disagree whether and have a logical discussion on whether you believe an AR-15 should be out there. I think that AR-15s are common weapons of the day. They are useful for hunting. They're useful for three-gun shooting and just plunking around. And yes, home defense. They are a great home defense weapon, despite what people like Joe Biden say. But we can have that disagreement, and we used to be able to have disagreements like that. But now people are just spewing out feelings, and they haven't the inkling, not even the slight. They didn't even take 30 seconds just to Google what a semi-automatic weapon was. And it just drives me insane, because this is a common theme of the ABC, the alphabet networks, I call them, ABC, NBC, even Fox News, and they're a little bit better. But when it comes to the gun issue, even them, I've seen people spewing off credentials, blah, blah, these law enforcement, and they still don't understand some of the basic, fundamental facts and firearms. And it just baffles me that these people are put up on the news networks as some bastion of authority on the topic. Anyway, lost a lot of respect for CNBC. I mean, I'll still watch them for some market analysis, even the market analysis is propaganda. It's a big pump and dumps. These guys up there talking up the market or talking down. And half of them don't even know what the hell they're talking about. They might be good traders. They just don't understand macroeconomics or even sometimes microeconomics. They understand how to analyze stuff and trade. But it just goes along with the theme. I was actually going to talk about other lies. Damn it, these phones. People text you all the time. I was going to talk about other lies that are permeated throughout our culture, throughout the media. Damn you. But, I mean, this one just happened to pop up in the morning, and it kind of just gets at me, because what happens is this is one show of many that does this, and it permeates, or this is what most people see. There's a lot of people still get their news from these stations. I mean, alternative news is growing, thank God, but a lot of people are still getting their news from this, and even if they know that it's wrong, hearing it over and over, it skews your mind a little bit ever so slightly. And it even makes you think, well, maybe if you didn't have that much knowledge and you saw this and there's no differing opinion, there's nobody setting the facts straight. It's like that becomes the fact. It's like Joseph Goebbels. Just repeat the lie enough times and it becomes the truth. It's a form of propaganda, if you've ever seen it. I mean, everybody has their own biases, but this is blatant. This is just blatant. You didn't take the time to gather the knowledge, the basic knowledge. Man, people, all of a sudden, people want to keep texting. Yeah, you didn't have the time to get the basic knowledge of a topic that you're going to be speaking to millions of people that'll be replayed throughout the day, and it's on the internet. I mean, it's just insanity. Anyway, I think the next, what I really originally wanted to talk about, or what was really inkling me, was basically I was going to talk about it more. I was going to stay on the economics issues, but this just comes up. I think Walmart. Well, I guess we'll stay with Walmart. Walmart. I guess I'll try to shop in other places if I can. It surprises me that an organization like that, because a lot of those people, especially where it's centered in the part of the country, I mean, they're hunters, or they shoot. They have a knowledge of outdoor activities, and I think even one of the board members that came out and they said, "Oh, he's a firearms owner. He's doing this," and it's like, well, where do you get? How do they come up with that policy then? How do they say assault weapon ammunition, or they're not going to sell handgun ammunition? So let's take assault weapon ammunition. Okay, they're not going to sell 5.56 223s. All right, that's gone. You're still selling 308s, 7 mags, way more powerful weapon or rounds, way more powerful rounds. You're talking about standard 5.56 or 223, where you typically the average one is a 55 grain bullet. It's on top of that cartridge. I mean, you can get them a little heavier, but the standard one you're going to find is 55 grain. You're talking about 7 mag. You're going up to like 160 grain bullet. Like, which one is going to do more damage? And I guess I don't know. I don't know what they're thinking. And if you can still get, like, let's say you're selling 308 rounds in there, or 7.62. It's like that still goes into an AR-10 platform, but that's a hunting round. I mean, a lot of people use that for hunting, whether elk and deer. A lot of this stuff doesn't make sense whatsoever. And anyway, that's what irks me. And I'll remember the other topic and bring it up again. But yeah, I don't know what Walmart's doing. Just, I guess this whole thing's going to shake out, and hopefully people will become a little bit more knowledgeable on this topic and form, at least well thought out opinions based on basic knowledge. Anyway, peace out.